Hail and well met, and welcome once again to Severed Threads Tales from the Black Ballad. Tales of the Black Ballad, tales regarding the Black Ballad being the campaign setting that we are playing. Produced and written by the wonderful, talented people at Storyteller's Forge, who we are extremely grateful to for supporting this stream, and also Dia Morte, the band that is responsible for the music you're listening to right now. Very special thank you to Drake, the leader of that band, and also to Kai, who has done the art for the amazing pictures that you are seeing of our cast members. Speaking of our cast members, who are you people, and what do you do? Jessie.
I am Jessie, and I play Dawn. And right now, I play D&D, and I mother a very chaotic little goblin girl. And that's what I do with my time.
And we're very fortunate to have you here with us. Thank you very much for spending this time on our stream. Next up, we have Ryan.
Hello, I'm Ryan. I play Jacques, the fairy goblin creature who is all kinds of chaos. And I'm not Jessie's kid. But I say...
Thank God.
I say I'm an actor by trade with the Ohio Shakespeare Festival, and I have two goblin children of my own that I love and adore with someone else on the stream. So
You remind me of the Babe.
Babe with the power.
What power?
Power of voodoo.
Hoodoo!
You do?
Remind me of the Babe!
Is that still copyrighted? Do we have to stop at some
I was
point?
going to say, are we allowed to
We have to stop right there. Right there. That's as much as we can do.
And-
Right there.
And they cast cease
No more.
and desist. That's exactly.
Exactly.
Ooh, very effective.
Next up, we have Tess.
I am that person that Ryan mentioned. My name's Tess. I also work at the Ohio Shakespeare Festival and help run it as one of the actor managers. We're about to start working on our spooky Halloween show, The Woman in Black, and that's my favorite kind of stuff to do, so that's exciting. And those Chaos Goblins of Ryan's are also my Chaos Goblins. So between the theater and the kids, that's what I do 150% of the time.
It's chaos.
Do you have some sort of store, Ryan?
Why?
Yeah.
Are you referring to the Buckle and Rose? A
I
leather
am.
shop that makes fantastical fictional pieces of functional wear?
Such as these Dungeon Master braces that I'm wearing?
Yeah.
And that Ryan is wearing?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna say thank you very much, Sean, for the shameless plug.
Links to both Buckle and Rose and the Ohio Shakespeare Festival found in the chat. Next up, we have Samus.
Hi, my name is Samus. I am an opera singer and educational equity fundraiser based in Chicago. I play Niall, the arcane trickster rogue, and I am involved in a Dungeons & Dragons podcast with MEDM called Echoes of Kryn, a Dragonlance podcast that we are quite fond of and proud of.
Indeed. You can find that at www.echoesofkryn.com, which is also going to pop up in the chat here. Check it out if you want more of this. Not exactly this, but this adjacent.
Similar to this.
And last but not least, Soku.
Hi, I'm Soku. I play Dusk, the very, very angsty tiefling.
Oh, yeah.
And I am working on a game called World of Tanks for the consoles. Check those out if you'd like. And I am a mother to two black goblins. Meows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Just
meow.
purring.
Is that the tail of the other one that popped up there?
No, that's his own
Okay.
tail because he's huge. But he's just purring. He's just like, what are you doing? I like this.
All right. Well, those are our players. Everyone, I hope you are ready for a good time, because I'm ready to get started.
Did you introduce yourself, Mr. DM?
You know what? I don't think I did.
Well, last but not least,
I am a medium, also known as Sean. I am a dungeon master for hire. You can find me on Discord, Medium Rare. If you would like to play in a game of mine, let's chat. I play
And you can
lots
play with
of
us.
D&D. and I also occasionally sing opera. But not tonight. Tonight,
Aw.
it's not about
Come
the opera,
on.
it's about the ballad. The Black Ballad, specifically. This Black Ballad.
Pretty.
As we begin, I want to say this is a great adventure. We're not going to be able to get through all of it, unfortunately, but a good sneak peek. I think you will enjoy all that we show you. It's laid out very well. For example, we are in Book 4, in Act 1, heading into, or is it Book 1? Yeah. We are in Book 4 in Chapter 1, heading into, from Act 2 into Act 3. It's laid out very, very nicely, very easy to process. It appeals to me in particular. At any rate, I think that is that. So, my friends, it is time. I extend my hand, inviting you to step with me into fantasy. Release your hold on that which you know to be true, and let imagination rule for the next few hours. Last time, on Severed Threads, Notes from the Black Ballad, the adventurers discovered that they had died in a tragic betrayal of trust. They shuffled off the mortal coil and found themselves in a strange reality, which they learned was called the Sunless Crossing. They learned this from an individual named Johann Marrow, who told them he was an ashen shepherd and there to guide them and help them acclimate to this new existence, one in which they are, apparently, dead. He carried them across this field of wheat and ash-covered grass, while they questioned him, questioned each other, questioned their new party member who, now freed of his curse, is no longer a wolf, but actually a person that is apparently a stranger to them. They arrived relatively unscathed, but not undamaged psychically by the shadow twisters that descended upon them suddenly, a surprise to them and to Johann both, whispering to them about things that they had not done in their lives, regrets that would plague them for the rest of their existence. And one or two of them found themselves thrust into the air by these powerful vortexes and then slammed to the ground. But
I got trapped in a rib cage.
these are powerful people. They're no doubt able to shrug off such minor nicks and bruises. They arrived at a place called the Atonement Grove, where Johann told them they would be able to speak with their unsullied visages, their true reflected selves, those that had experienced everything that they experienced except could reflect upon them without bias, looking at these events exactly as they had happened, regardless of how the individuals remembered it themselves. Each one of them in turn had this conversation and were affected differently. And as they stepped out, Johann explained to them that this was a vital step in their journey and one that they must complete so that they can travel on to the city of Nox Valar. And indeed, as they emerged from the Atonement Grove, they could see in the distance on a plateau with rivers of water cascading over the sides and disappearing, an enormous city far distant. That is their destination. However, first, Johann spoke of some place called the Junction. And that is where we begin our session now, with Johann, the skeletal figure wearing the dark cloak, the wide-brimmed hat, the gnarled cudgel-like staff, cutting a very brisk pace through the wheat and grass in a direction that appears to be heading towards this large city, but perhaps slightly adjacent or askance to it, as he keeps up a steady pace and is happy to answer any questions you might have as you follow him. My friends, what do you do?
Oh, clearly we follow.
Well, obviously you follow.
Let's just go this way.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, this is D&D. He goes that way, you all turn around and go the other way. And, you watch me
Sean's
panic
day's
and
ruined.
faint right away, right live on
I would like to, because we had such a strenuous, to say the least, walk across the plain there, I'm gonna realize that it would be smart to cast Find Steed. And
It would indeed
summon...
be smart to cast Find Steed. However, I do believe it has a casting time.
10
to,
minutes.
10
we
minutes. So
have
you're
10
going to wait
minutes?
10 minutes while Johan begins to walk away from you?
Oh, he's already started
He,
walking.
he stood up and said, "Here we go," and head off.
Johan, wait! 10 minutes.
He stops. Wait,
For 10
what
minutes.
for?
I would like to summon my steed. I would like to not be caught flat-footed should those twisters return.
Well,
Ah, that would have been handy earlier. Well, by all
Correct,
means,
we weren't
summon your
expecting the
steed.
twisters.
I mean, let's say, DM, how much time has passed between when I summoned the horses and when they proceeded to...
They are no more.
Yeah, they fell apart, right?
Hmm.
That's right, I forgot about that.
They
Nightmare
lost
fuel.
a lot of weight, as some people may have found it humorous, but it's
Yes. Indeed, as you think about this, it's interesting, this spell you cast, you summoning these animals, they certainly have never appeared like that before. Not evil, just different.
Yeah.
And as you begin to summon your steed, Tess, I invite you to contemplate the differences that might present themselves for your steed this time. In the past, you have summoned a large dire wolf that has been your steed. Do you think it'll be different now? Now that you are
I'm getting the
dead?
sense that it absolutely will be. So, do I get to make the decision on how it's different, or is that
get-
the DM's decision?
You get to win. You get to have some input, unless you don't want any.
No, I'm happy to take it. What Wynn would be expecting after this 10-minute spell is black and white, very dire wolf from Game of Thrones, or with maybe more of like a husky marking than just the like sort of marl of a gray wolf, with ice blue eyes and some really striking black and white patterns to her face particularly. But and actually you would have noticed in the past that Wynn's eye makeup that she wears matches the huskies or the wolves husky-like markings on her face. But as she starts to summon her, she realizes that there's almost a two-faced quality, as if something has happened to half of her face. So as she's appearing, the left half of her looks fine, but there's some missing fur and some stretched skin and a red eye and a almost bone-tipped ear instead of the fluffy sweet ear that she's used to, that would concern Wynn at first, and then I think she would understand, especially having seen the horses that Jack summoned.
And
She would
very
understand
well.
what was happening.
Indeed, as you summon this steed, in the past it has been a moment where you've concentrated for 10 minutes, and then your steed has appeared on the horizon like Shadowfax just coming up over the hill. But as you concentrate, exactly, as you concentrate, the group of you around it notice there is a area of space around Wynn that, as she's concentrating, it seems to become darker and darker and darker, as if in one little area somebody is turning down the brightness of reality, creating a dark space. Wynn, with her eyes closed, doesn't notice this, and as you all watch, it begins to pulsate almost with a heartbeat. And then, as Wynn completes her spell, it drops, fades down, just falls down on the ground as if it's a large ball of soot. Just and standing there now is your direwolf, looking as you described, looks towards you, and you shudder for a moment as you look into the eye that is on the scorched and blackened and stretched area, as the eye that looks back at you has some dark, foreboding import or intent. You look at it, and then the mouth opens and the tongue lolls out. As it is your common mount, but
was the casting of this that's very different from how we've seen it manifest before, right?
Usually she's
like
had
the
10 minutes
darkness.
by herself, and then all of a sudden the mount appears. You're like, oh, look, there's my mount coming from around a tree, that sort of thing. But yeah, no, you've never seen this particular effect before.
Is it possible to detect if this is like an undead creature?
It's possible for some.
Yeah.
I will allow a religion check from you if you wish.
Religion? Well, fine. I was hoping you. Oh, well, no, it's the same. It's fine. That's totally fine. Well, roll a 19 on the die with a +4 gives me 23 holiest of holies. All right, so
You're looking at this creature and you're starting to think, yeah, you know what, it could be, and then you realize you all could be. Ooh. And you stop thinking about that.
maybe. Oh God. Oh God.
But you dismiss it. Clearly you're not undead.
Well, no, I mean, look at me. I'm still rakishly handsome. But okay, if I ever, I lean over to Niall and I'm just like, okay, if I start showing up with like half my face gone, like, do me a favor, just put me down.
With pleasure.
Put you in the backpack?
No, do not put me in the backpack. Of all the things that have happened to us, I am most thankful that we have lost the backpack.
I have a bag here.
Yes, I was just going to say, how could we acquire one?
I happily trade you my backpack if that will help us move along faster.
Are we ready to go now?
Is everybody okay to go now?
Let's.
I'm ready.
Right. With Mount summoned, the group of you finally begin your travels towards what Johan has described as the Junction. After a few hours of travel, you see, now that you're on the move, it's obvious that this city, Nox Valar, as it has been named to you, is far, and it will take you quite some time to get there. However, looming up in front of you, you see a extremely large lodge. As you get closer to it, it appears to be made of wooden logs, deep brown color, almost a perfect square box, 6 stories tall, so a very large structure. And at the top of it, you can see a chimney that has a little smoke rising up from it. And as you approach, he points out the chimney, and you can see that on either side of it there are little perches. And he says, usually gargoyles up there, acting as lookouts, but I don't see them. Looks around. Probably nothing, but we should get inside.
I'm sorry, say more about this. Gargoyles as lookouts.
Oh, yes. I suspect you will find that there are quite a few gargoyles here in the Sunless Crossing. They're a rather unique species in that they have a life, but they are constructed creatures out of stone, making them, a little bit of an anomaly when it comes to things such as death and the afterlife. There are quite a few gargoyles here. They are, well, probably, other than the dead, their most numerous species here in Sunless Crossing.
Just a quick question on the guards being missing. You seemed very surprised that the shadow twisters happened. Could this be another indicator of trouble, perchance?
No, I think you shouldn't worry about that. The shadow twisters. I was surprised, I do admit, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. And as far as the gargoyles are concerned, they probably are checking out something that caught their attention. We're something of a nexus here between life and the afterlife, and as such, the crossing is prone to infestations of pesky undead abominations, myself notwithstanding. It is not unheard of that aberrant horrors from some forsaken hellscape try to sneak in from time to time. It's why the Nixian god exists.
Yeah, of course. Aberrant horrors. I'm going to lean back over to Niall and be like, okay, two things. One, you being a particularly aware individual, I feel like having guards missing is a bad sign. So we should probably be ready for something. And then two, are you still going to go outside like you used to? Or like, are you like, how do like, how is this going to work? Like,
Johan, tell me about the city. What can we expect in a city in Sunless Crossing?
do you have to make poopies right now?
Shush.
Let's go inside. We can discuss this more over a plate of food and something to drink. How does that sound?
Ooh, I like drinks.
So, despite us being in the crossing to death, we still need to worry about that.
About what?
Feeding
Food
ourselves.
and water.
Oh, well, you're welcome to not eat or drink, because you are quite right. It is not necessary, but that has never stopped me. Come on in. And he
Okay.
opens the door and leads you into a very spacious great room. At the very opposite of when you come in, there is an enormous fireplace. It is 2 stories tall with a blaze just rising up in the middle of it and lighting and heating the entire room with ease. You also see there are quite a few other individuals here. Just a moment here. All of them wearing a similar robe. Hold on a moment, please.
Sick ass lick.
Very,
Vamp for me, fellas.
it's very welcoming.
It does look super cozy.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Airbnb from hell.
That will be for us to know and for nobody else to suspect what just happened there, because it was really funny. Some music played that was rather intense.
Oh, I have my music turned down so low I couldn't
Oh,
hear it.
good.
Oh,
All
it was
right.
amazing.
Wait,
Like,
is this like
God,
a video game where you walk into a space and the music changes, or
Absolutely.
the game
Oh,
auto
shit.
saves and you're like,
Oh,
shit.
yeah, no.
What have I walked into?
I was half expecting
Oh.
like Sean to be like autosave. It's like,
Yes.
oh hell.
Oh.
You
No.
find a chest full of nothing but healing potions.
I'm
shit.
I'm certain that only the players heard it, so it is a private joke for us, the rest of you. I hope you enjoyed watching us laugh. At any rate, as you step into this very cozy room, there is a thick carpet on the floor as well, numerous tables and chairs, and as I said before, quite a few people who seem to be, like yourselves, deceased. They are all, as I said, wearing similar robes and standing around looking a little bemused, a little unsure, but more or less comfortable.
Dusk,
Um,
Sean, does this feel a little culty? This feels a little culty.
I mean, robes
Yeah.
always feel a little culty.
Right?
Oh.
Thank you. Like it just gives
I mean, there was that spa with the jelly monster that we were at that one time, and they had robes for all their patrons, so maybe it's
Yeah.
just like a hotel thing.
You do remember that ended up being a cult, right?
So, on that note, Johan brings you in, and he pulls up a chair, and he takes a seat along with the rest of you, I assume, as a woman makes her way over towards you all. And as you look at her, you've never seen anyone who looked more vibrant. She almost seems to glow. She has dark skin, platinum blonde hair, intensely green eyes, and tattoos or sigils and runes and all number of swirls and strange markings all over her arms and her neck that match the same color of her eyes and have a little bit of a luminescent glow to them as well. As she comes over to you, it occurs to you that the reason why she looks so vibrant is that she is actually alive. And now that you see someone who is alive by comparison, you can see how the rest of you lack this vitality. And it's up to you whether or not you feel jealous. She comes over to you as Johan takes his seat along with you. And Johan gestures to her and says, this here's Keller Pern. She owns the place. Keller, these are my new wards. And as she comes over, she puts a mug in front of each of you, and she puts one in front of Johan and also a bowl. And he takes the mug and he says, much obliged. And he pours it down, and as he does, pours it into his mouth, down his throat. It actually drops out of his chin and fills a bowl underneath him. And he does this as if it was just the most normal thing in the world, but it is an odd sight. But as she does this, she looks at you all. Go ahead.
It's like she sets the bowls down. It's like, oh no, he's a human now. He can have a cup like everybody.
No, the bowl was for Johan, but
Of course.
she looks at you and gives you a absolutely beaming smile, and she says, has anyone ever told you you all don't look so good? I don't mean to alarm you, but I think you might be dead.
Well,
my
Is that a
name's
running
Keller.
joke here?
And
Oh,
how
well.
is it that you are here?
Oh, well, that's a long story, but I'm happy to tell you. But you have to try the ale first. It's my own special blend. I make it from pomegranate juice.
I'll take two.
Have we learned nothing about taking drinks from strangers?
We're
Yeah,
already
I mean,
dead. What
We
difference
took
does it
drinks
make?
from a non-stranger that killed us, so a
Yeah.
stranger seems just as safe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, technically, we took a drink from a
Less
trusted
of a-
friend.
Less of a betrayal from someone you don't know.
Especially someone so beautiful.
Well, thank
Down,
you.
boy.
Thank you. Yes, well, welcome to the Sunless Crossing. You have the absolute best, Ashen Shepherd. Jack, this mug that you're holding is quite large in your hands. Are you adept at drinking from such a large mug, or shall she bring you something smaller?
I have in my possession a straw.
Is
that I have
this, in
used
fact, one of the possessions that you brought with you from life?
No!
His straw!
Lost my straw!
You reach for it instinctually and realize, oh, as important to you as it is, or as it has been, it was apparently not important enough for you to have with you in death. So sorry,
don't-
Jack. Your drinking straw is gone, and only now does the gravity of what has befallen Jack come.
Oh,
Come
God, we're
home.
dead.
I'm in hell.
Oh,
Nothing
goodness.
else mattered until the straw.
That was the last straw.
Oh.
I just took hit point and damage.
So,
Emotional damage.
Damage.
so as you drink, those of you who do decide to drink, it is quite delicious. Although it is odd, as you drink, you feel it in your mouth, you feel it going down your throat, but as it reaches where your belly would be, it seems to just diffuse. You don't feel it satisfying you, and then you realize you did it really need it to be satisfied. Like going to scratch an itch, even though the itch isn't there. That said,
So-
it does taste good.
That didn't like normally when I drink ale, it fills me up a little bit. But can I get drunk?
Ooh, good question.
Well, not from my ale,
Because like,
but
you need to
look
drink
at the
more of
bright
it.
side. You can drink as much as you want and don't have to worry about hangovers. You can eat that 5th steak. You can drown yourself
a-
in pudding if you manage to be able to.
Slow pan
follow.
over to Johan, just like pouring water out his mouth hole. Be like the horrified look on my face, like,
I'll tell you what, I'll
DM,
bring
can-
you a pile of food and you can experience it for yourself. And so she
Okay.
gives a little curtsy and heads off.
So, DM, it's not like Pirates of the Caribbean where it turns to ash in our mouth and it's super unsatisfying.
No,
But-
not at all. You
Okay.
taste it very clearly. It tastes fresh. It tastes delicious.
So we
but,
can tell it's a different experience, but it's not an
Yeah.
totally unsatisfying one.
Yeah, like instead of it going into your belly and then nourishing your body, it is as if you're pouring it into the wind, into a void. But before it gets there, it has to pass over your lips and tongue. So,
So it's like eating a salad, really.
So if I ate a full cake, I wouldn't be like I wouldn't vomit from that. I would just taste the whole cake and then just be kind of fine. Asking for a friend.
death has its perks, apparently.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I'm in heaven, guys. This is actually fine.
Oh my god, this is like every woman's genie wish to eat as much as she wants and never gain weight.
I, you
Forget
know,
a woman.
no
Everyone
calories
wish.
in hell.
Yeah.
So, Johan, how many living people are in the Sunless Crossing? I feel
Oh,
like she must be
very
some sort of a
few.
non sequitur.
I was just saying,
Very
can we-
few.
Can we go back to the question that there's a living person here? How did they get here? How do you?
Yeah.
Well, when she returns, you can ask her that question yourself. But yes, there are a few living people here. You will encounter them, mostly powerful magic users that have discovered the Sunless Crossing and traveled here by magical means. It is difficult to find and even harder to leave, but it is possible.
More importantly, Thaddeus, Niall,
Yes.
how aware are you of all the things that you were around for as a wolf?
Yes, how?
Oh yeah.
I remember conversations. I remember things you've confessed to me in a moment of weakness. I've seen
Oh,
all of
God.
you change. But
I
my
was
mind
wondering
was in a
about that
different.
particularly.
Oh, relax, Win. Even in your prime, you wouldn't have appealed to me. I.
Wait,
my
what about
Do I
that?
have a knife?
Wait, what about that time when we?
Yeah, Niall put one in your back.
It was like I was a child. I felt like I was 8 years old. I heard and understood everything it was that was said to me. I was irritated, as I am now, at your antics, Jock. But I perceived it differently.
It's pronounced Jake.
Johan does lean in. He's listening to this conversation very intently.
I mean, I don't know how to handle all the things that would have been said around you or done in front of you. Thinking you were just a regular wolf that wasn't like a regular wolf. And struggling to process that. And also, you're really mean. You were kind of mean as a wolf, but now you can say things, and you're really mean.
Yeah, I feel you'll be able to pick up the shattered pieces of your life and move on.
Yeah, but your butt's way less floofy, so it's not as cute.
I'm fine with that.
Kella returns, and she does indeed have a large platter that's covered with glistening meats and cheeses and fruits and breads and all manner of delicious things, and she puts it on the table in front of you and says, "Here you are. Enjoy."
Ryan had a poor reaction to glistening meats. It's just-
I do. The meats look fresh. Is that better?
No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Mildly
No.
better.
Wordplay is on point. Just, but,
So do tell us your story. I would be fascinated to hear
me
how
too.
someone such as yourself has started an establishment in a place like this.
Oh, well. Always happy to talk about myself. As you know,
Wow,
my name
you
is
and her have that
Keller.
in common.
I am, in fact, one of the only non-gargoyles in the Sunless Crossing who is not technically dead. In my mortal life, I was quite a powerful sorceress. A bit obsessed, I suppose, with the quest for immortality. I got a bit too powerful, if there is such a thing. There's a few gods in my world that were not happy about it. They were created some conflicts of interest, and I was forced to destroy a few lesser deities in my homeland, my homeworld. So, when it became clear that my death would mean I would have to travel to the domain of one of these gods, they all realized that none of them wanted me. And so I was given a choice. I would be utterly destroyed, not able to join any afterlife of any sort, or I could come here and sort of have a semi-retirement. And I would have amnesty for what they deem my many crimes. My opinions of my situation have changed a bit over the years. When I first arrived here, I was very bitter. But I have to admit, it's really not so bad. And I get to meet such wonderful people.
What do you like
Any
about
questions?
this place?
Oh, well...
Is your world not ours?
Oh, likely not. There are countless worlds throughout the multiverse, and all of them eventually lead here. That is, if you are a soul that has the potential for being resurrected. That is the purpose of the Sunless Crossing. A place for those individuals who could make their way back to the living world, can proceed with seeing what this place has to offer, learn more about themselves, and just sort of wait around, and just in case they're plucked back, rather than having to go through the whole process of going to their various deities' afterlife only to be yanked from there.
Huh.
Would you know everyone that has passed through?
Oh, goodness, I couldn't possibly know everyone, but quite a few, yes. I am quite smart, but do keep in mind that I've seen countless people come through here. So when I say I know them, I really better to say that I have seen them and remember a few particularly impressive specimens. I couldn't possibly remember the countless scores of souls that have come through my doors.
As the rest of you speak, Wynn is going to, I suppose she should ask if there is ink and paper somewhere for her to use for a moment.
I think I can turn up some ink and paper for you.
And when she comes back with it, as the rest of you ask questions, she is sketching.
Okay. Johan says, I couldn't help but notice that there was no one keeping watch. Everything all right? And she says, oh, yes, they just saw something. Wanted to check it out. She'll be back soon. What are you sketching, Win?
It is pretty clearly a face, like a bust of a young child. And it's surprisingly good. You wouldn't think for such a workaday, salt-of-the-earth person that she would have that artistic ability necessarily, but it's taking shape quickly and with surprising detail with just a ink sketch.
Well, as you are drawing this, what do the rest of you do?
You said you were a
I wanna. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Please, Dusk. Please.
I am going to reach over and grab a piece of bread, and she's just gonna be eating this bread plain, looking to Dom, be like, "Mother would have had my hide." As she's
Mother-
eating this.
Mother's not here. She hasn't been around for a long time. Eat what you want. And Dawn is gonna grab some sort of dessert off that, like something that looks like cake.
Yeah. Little, there is in fact a spice cake.
There's spice cake.
And she
Is it-
devours
She
it.
grabs like a humongous thing of spice cake, just way too much spice cake. But she's like, "Hey, apparently I can eat this all," and she'll just start devouring the spice cake.
So, you pick a piece of spice cake when you are finishing your exquisite drawing, and the rest of you are watching the tiefling girls just stuff themselves with carbs.
Leave it,
As
Yeah!
leave it to the two tiefling sisters to finally start living right now.
However, the doors of the lodge burst open with with a thunderous bang, and you see
My bread!
you see there is a hulking gargoyle, pale gray skin, wings that stick out from his back that give him an even larger silhouette in the door. But he's got wounds all over him, blood gushing from them and pooling on the ground. All of the other souls in this great room shriek in surprise and alarm and huddle away for it. However, Kella shouts out, "Narok!" and goes running over to him. And she says, "Where's Vika?" And you hear a barely able to get the words out over broken teeth and blood pouring from his mouth. He says, "Vika, gone. You get help. Undead horde." And then he collapses on the floor. Kella kneels down next to him and looks out the doorway that he's left open, and you can see past him and the unconscious Narok, there is a throng of figures that are shambling towards you, all of them clearly undead. You see that perhaps they lived at one point, but now they are just rotting carcasses. No skin. You see the viscera and the muscles on them clearly, and their bones blood red and dark pits where their eye sockets are. And they have long clawed hands that are coming towards you. Dusk, you've never seen undead like this before. As they get closer to you, you can see there are a fair number of them. They are looking and reaching towards the area that you are with a hunger that you can almost feel as the two of you are sitting there with bread still in your mouths, watching these things coming towards you. Kella looks at you
Not my spice
and says, "Hey, newcomers, I hope you're as tough as you look." And as she says that, she stands up, and you watch as the images on her arms begin to glow, and she begins to create a very intricate pattern of runes and sigils, creating a ball in the air of power. It just takes a few seconds, and already it's the most intricate working of magic you've ever seen. She forms it in her hands and then crushes it down, and then raises up one hand, pure Freddie Mercury, just like that, as the ball expands out from where she is. As it passes over you, you can feel and hear a sound like tinkling glass as the energy passes through the walls, and out the open window you can see a barrier form that holds these creatures at bay. And you can see now, hovering over her shoulder is a rotating ball of power, and you can see places on it where there are little spots on it that are turning red every now and then as these creatures move against her force field and try to find a way through. And she says, "That's not going to keep them for long." And then she begins to cast another spell, and you watch as rising up in front of her are two silhouettes of dark purple smoky imagery that are ringed with a purple electricity like emanation. And she bows very respectfully to them and says, "Sovereign Ashlynn, Arbiter Valen, the Junction is under attack." And you see the larger of these two silhouettes, a massive form towering over the rest. Can't really make out the details, but you hear quite clearly a deep voice. He says, "We are en route." And then the other one, who is shorter, looks and scans the room, and her eyes finds the group of you, and she says, "Them. They can help. Johan, open the vault." And with that, Kella bows again, and you watch as these two images disappear. And she looks over to Johan, and Johan stands up, grabs his cudgel and says, "All right then, come on." And he leads you to a wall. As he gets there, he reaches out, not a wall, excuse me, a wardrobe, and he opens the door, and you see inside there is a very large room. Doesn't make sense for it to be there spatially. Just opens the door, and you see a room there where you were expecting to see a wall, or at least the back of a wardrobe. As wardrobes are wont to do, it leads to a world. And as he opens it, you see it is filled with weapons and items of arcane and eldritch nature. And he says,
"Oh, it's a wardrobe."
Exactly. So, as you step in
There are
here,
backpacks in it.
no backpacks. No backpacks.
Oh,
You're lucky.
However,
we can call ourselves the Jack Pack.
you see quite a few items. Most numerous, you see a variety of blades, long swords, short swords, battle axes, and great axes, and even a few daggers. All of them are made of a strange metal that you've never seen. Sort of looks like it is made of some sort of a mineral, like a diamond or some other gemstone, but they are as black as shadow. And they look like this. As you step in, Johan says, "Any of these will be quite effective against undead and a great number of other things. Feel free. No need to worry about any sort of acclimation or attunement. Everything in here, if you want to wield it, it will attune to you instantaneously. But make sure that you want it before you do." As you step in, go ahead.
I just, Wynn asks him, will these be significantly more effective than our own weapons if they traveled with us?
I do not know. It is up to you.
Is there armor?
You look around, you don't see any armor. However, you do see a few other items. Something that catches your eye is a bizarre crown or tiara. It has a number of what's the word I'm looking for? Not not even, not symmetrical, asymmetrical. It's has a number of asymmetrical crystals that stick out from it like needles, so that if you were to put it on, it would actually doesn't look very comfortable. But the back of it has this long purple tentacles that come up from it, and you look at it, you realize that it is made of the face tentacles of a mind flayer. You look at it, and Johan looks at it and says, "That is called the Intellector." As you look around, let's see here. The item that catches your eye, Niall, you see a gauntlet that is dark, made of some sort of dark metal, then segmented over the fingers and flares a little bit around the mid arm. On the center of it, right on the back where the hand would be, there is an oval face with two red glowing eyes, and the claws that extend from the fingers look very animal-like. And Johan points to that and said, "That is Fate Gripper."
It
That
looks
doesn't look
a
haunted.
bit terrifying. Is it in any way cursed?
Nothing in here is going to harm you unless you want it to. And speaking of which, and he points you in a direction of what looks to be like a choker collar. Hanging down from it, however, is an enormous pendant that is in the shape of a black skull. And you can see other little bits and pieces hanging down from another. He calls, "That there's Crystal Splinter."
Ooh. Oh.
That is gorgeous.
It is
Oh my.
far too
Yeah,
large for you at the moment, but it looks pretty awesome. There is a very macabre looking staff that he shows to you, Dusk. It is a simple length of wood, except the top of it has two spikes driven through it horizontally, and arranged on these spikes and then twisted around the top of the staff, there is the torso of a desiccated corpse. The entrails of it are wrapped around
yeah.
these spikes and wrapped back and forth and
yeah.
braided. And the head actually is on the top of it. The staff has gone through the bottom of the chin and out the mouth. And you could see a large white, you can see the whites of an eye looking sort of askance at you as this thing is sticking up out of its mouth. And Johan points at it and said, "The Staff of Dread." And last but not least, he shows you he shows you a enormous tower shield.
I don't think there's anything in that black bag for me.
An enormous tower shield almost comes all the way up to your shoulders. And you of course use your weapon two-handed. This shield is meant for someone to hold two-handed, like create a shield wall. There are chains hanging down from the side of it, a total of 4 chains, and in the center of there is the whole thing looks to be made of a dull golden material. The center of it there is a skull. He points to it and he says, "That there's Shackle Guard."
How's one meant to use that in any way but to protect themselves?
Well, why don't you give it a try?
She does.
All right, as you reach and touch it, you realize what he said is true. You will be able to attune to this with a thought. Do you wish to?
I'm so scared. Yes.
I know, it's so nerve-wracking. I mean, we're going to do it, obviously.
Yeah, I just gotta say yes, even though my mind is
All right.
screaming no.
So you attune to Shackle Guard. The chains detach from the side of the shield. One wraps around your waist, one wraps around your neck, and the other 2 wrap around either arm and then extend, giving you plenty of slack. You are not impeded in your movement at all. And then this enormous tower shield flies up into the air and begins to move around you in a defensive position. You now have a shield that will defend you. You don't have to hold in your hands.
Y'all, touch the
amazing.
stuff. Touch the things you like in this room.
Donna will pick up the weird crown and put it on.
Oh,
Okay, you-
Yak is like rubbing his face on Crystal Splinter. Like,
you pick up the intellector and you feel it as you attune to it. It does actually insert some of these crystals, some of these needles into your head. There is no pain at all. But you swear that you could feel them actually making contact with your brain. With this helmet, this tiara, this crown, however you want to describe it, you can now cast telepathic bond once per day. You can cast so you are able to you cast that once per day. You able to increase your intelligence by 1.
Whoa.
And once per day, you can activate it and create a massive explosion of psychic energy. You're able to cast the spell. Oh, goodness. My brain has failed me.
That's a great spell. I love that one.
I love that spell.
Happens to me every day.
is it the
You
synapse?
cast it and your DM
Synaptic
forgets what they were
static.
gonna
That's
do
it.
and-
All I could think of was
Synaptic.
static. All I could think of was static. Was synaptic static. Yes, you're able to cast synaptic static once per day.
Love you.
So who's next?
It's Santa.
I know it is. Go for it. Go for Jock. He's gonna lose his mind.
Jock, all right. As you pick this up, there is a chorus of whispers that begin to ring in your ear. Just
Tell me your secrets.
as you bring it up, it begins to shrink and it goes around your neck and it fits very snug. And then a little too snug gives you just a little bit of a hug, and then relaxes.
I'm kind of into it.
You you can use. I knew it. You can use an action to activate this, Jack. While
Okay.
it is active, you cannot be silenced by magical means.
Oh man, take it away.
And you
What a terrible thing to give Jack. We can't silence him.
and you
Unlimited power.
you gain the ability to cast the spell Shatter at will while it is active.
Oh wow.
So
How-
it's only active for a minute, but you're able to cast.
Only
the
I
active
spell
hope a
for
lot
Shatter.
of those
Yeah.
guys are named Will.
Exactly. Shatter at will. Only people named Will.
Shatter at will. What's your name? You look like a will to me.
Robert.
Where they
Middle
go?
name.
Who's left?
Dawn
Me and Dusk.
or
Dusk.
and-
Oh, all right. So, Samus, as you put on this gauntlet,
Mm-hmm.
Niall puts on the gauntlet. As you do, it tightens and you feel pressure, and you watch as all of the seams and especially the little demonic face all turn blood red. And based on the pressure and the feeling that you felt when you put this on, you suspect that it is actually your blood that has now infused this gauntlet. You become aware of the fact that you may use this gauntlet as a spell focus. And
Oh,
also
love that.
There it is.
also you also have the ability to make a ranged attack with it. It does the same amount of damage as a short sword, except at a distance of up to 60 feet. And if you choose, once you throw it once per day, you're able to teleport yourself from wherever you are to wherever it has landed.
Okay.
Nice.
How far can I throw it?
Up to 60 feet.
Oh, I see. As far as the attack. I got it.
And it also, so you can use it as a weapon. It acts as a short sword if you wish to use it, just holding onto it like Lion-O's hand. And then you can throw it. When you throw it, wherever it lands, be it at sticking in a tree or sticking in somebody, you can teleport right to it, where it once again fashions onto your hand, like you threw yourself there.
Got it.
Yeah.
And I'm
Understood.
going to take this off because it is like Mother always said it would fall off if I kept playing with it. And it is indeed.
No, your face.
Yes, sorry.
DM's ripping his face off in the middle
Look
of the
what
session.
you've done to me!
Ah!
That's so
Ah!
freaking metal!
The stuff was so cool it melted his face off when he described it.
Speaking of melting faces, and last but not least, Dawn, as you pick
Face
up the
ripper.
staff,
No.
as you pick up the staff, Johan looks at you. Yes, that's quite powerful, but and as you pick it up, the little corpse that is on the end of the staff looks at you and reaches up with its hands and pulls himself up from the top as the staff goes down through his chin and looks around and goes,
Hugo!
"Behold, you puny, pathetic wretches! You stand in the presence of Dawn, holder and wielder of the Staff of Dread. To her you are nothing but stains upon the fabric of reality. How's that?
Her name is actually Dusk.
What?
Dawn is the other one.
They're twins.
What?
You said
I'll do
Dawn.
it again. I'll do
it's
it again. Behold! And you realize, Dusk, that you have the ability to turn this off and on as you wish. Otherwise, every single time that you go into a new room, it is going to announce you. Although it might announce somebody else by mistake, because it is already proven to be a little
Old and confused.
old and confused.
I like the idea that just from now on, it confuses Dawn and Dusk only. Just
Well,
50-50
to be fair, it's a little confusing. But with this...
He's colorblind, and we're both tieflings. So.
With this
I mean-
staff, you are able to make saving throws against the frightened condition at advantage. You can cast the fear spell once per day. And this little creepy little dude who's pulled himself up off the top of this thing, you can use him as a component to cast the spell Create Undead or Summon Undead to get your little zombie Hugo back. He essentially rips himself up off of the staff, lands, and generates a couple of legs for himself. And then when you're done, we'll hop back up onto the staff to take his place once again.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Oh my god, it's Perma Hugo!
Permanent
Wait, so
Hugo!
is this 13H Hugo?
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, 13H Hugo. Well,
Okay.
you want to
13H
name it?
Hugo, okay.
Hugo! I am now known as Hugo! I am the Staff of Dread! As, he seems quite happy. I have been named by... What was the name again?
Dusk.
Dusk! I have been named by Dusk! I am Hugo, the Staff of Dread! As the group of you are now equipped. And in addition to this, the Nixian blades, as they are described to you, each one of them is a +3 weapon. And does extra damage to aberrations, undead, and demons.
You guys, this is so great. I'm really afraid about what's about to happen.
100%. 100%.
As you
Do each
should
of us get a
be.
Nixian braid?
There's an entire armory full of them. So if you want one, you may have one. These
And
do
there's
not.
the plus.
These
So you
do.
said +3.
Hmm?
Sorry.
There are +3. There are +3
+3?
blades. You have short swords, long swords, battle axes, and two-handed axes, and you see 1 or 2 daggers as well.
Great
Is
sword.
oh, I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
Just asking if there was a great sword, or if I should just use a long sword.
Is there a
with two
great
hands.
sword?
Wait, I think you're.
I tell you what, let's roll for it. Roll a D100. If you roll 70 or above, there is a great sword. A +3
Yeah,
great sword
hardly-
is
18. So
An 18,
I look for
right.
a great sword, and there isn't one.
no great sword. So sorry.
Is there a rapier?
Well, they are technically supposed to be all slashing weapons, but I suppose some aspiring overachieving forge smith could could have made a rapier, a Nixian blade rapier. Let's roll for it. Roll a D100, please. 70 or higher.
All right. All right, 70.
And I'm looking for a sickle. Can I also roll for?
A sickle they would probably have. That seems to be appropriately themed for the area.
That is a 96 on the die.
You look around, moving aside long swords and short swords and daggers and sickles and axes, and you see a tiny little stiletto-like rapier. So a Nixian blade rapier.
Did you say there was hammers or
No
axes, you
hammers.
said?
Axes, yes.
No hammers.
No hammer for you.
And Sean, does the Fate Gripper is that +3 part of Fate Gripper's sword?
No,
sword
that is
attack?
Fate Gripper.
No.
Fate Gripper is its own thing. You use it
Got
as
it. Okay.
as a short sword, but it is not a Nixian blade. It is not a +3 weapon.
And then,
Got it.
and then, Sean, I'm sorry, you said that it has the Nixian blades are what against what?
+3
of-
against aberrations, undead, and demons. It does an extra 1d8 force damage.
I'm assuming a mace would be not a common thing here.
Unfortunately, it looks like most of these weapons are the slashing kind. This lucky Jack managed to find the one piercing weapon. You don't see any maces.
You
or
could call
anything.
me the Jack of all blades.
Oh,
But
my
a hand
God.
axe would be likely?
Hand axe, yes. You can find all the things that I have mentioned to you in the Roll20 journal. As you equip them and get ready, we will take a break and then roll initiative when we return. So, see you all then.
I'm so excited. I'm horrified.
Horrifying.
Horrified.
Oh, yes.
But mostly excited.
And welcome back. Those of you who have returned, thank you for rejoining us. Those of you who are joining us for the first time, well, welcome. We are getting ready to dive into some combat, but before we do, I would like to mention some giveaways that we have. If you, right now, go to the Storyteller's Forge Discord, the link is in the chat, and mention this stream, Severed Threads, Notes from the Black Ballad, you will be entered into a drawing to receive something cool from Storyteller's Forge. If you go to my stream, that would be medium rare, again, a link in the description in the chat, that's going to be my Discord, medium rare. If you go to that Discord channel and mention Severed Threads, Notes from Black Ballad, you will be put into a raffle to win a set of dice. And who doesn't need more dice? So, yes, do that, and we'll mention it again at the end of the stream, and tell everybody in the chat. Love to see you in Discord, and would love to give away these fun things. So, quick recap, the group has come to a massive lodge in the Sunless Crossing known as the Junction, where they have met Quella Pern and learned a little bit more about this area and about their situation. But before they could find out too much, there was a crash through the door as one of the guardian gargoyles of this place came in covered with wounds and said that an undead horde was approaching. The proprietress of Junction, Kella, used magic to create a shield to temporarily protect the Junction, also called somebody named Sovereign Ashlynn and Arbiter Valen, who said they are on their way, but that this group of newly arrived souls could help. The vault was opened, and a trove of magical items and weapons was dispersed. The group has equipped, discovering that they are able to instantly attune to any of these items. As they equip them, we are going to resume our game. Perhaps it's more than a game. At any rate, as you come back into the room, the vault closes behind you, and Dusk, once again, the little undead creature that is wrapped around your staff, pulls himself up off of the top and goes, "Behold!" As he once again goes into his spiel. It becomes clear that this is something that they're compelled to do whenever you move into a new room, but you can keep it from happening if you wish. Do you wish to keep it from happening?
I let him finish this time, and then I'm like, okay, that's enough for now.
Behold, you sniveling snots! You puny, putrescent weaklings! You stand in the presence of
Dusk.
What is it again? Dusk, the mighty wielder of Hugo, the staff of dread! And so on
She's got
and
a
so
hype man.
forth. Yes, exactly. As you look over, you can see Kella looking with concern at the globe that she has, this miniature globe that she has that represents the shield that is outside the Junction. It has gone nearly completely red, and she looks over towards you and says, "Well, they're coming.
I believe
Hope
we're
you're all ready." All right, then, friends. Yes?
Wynn goes over to... I had his name right in front of me, and then I scrolled back down. Who is unconscious on the floor, Narok?
Oh, yes, indeed. Narok, the gargoyle who first brought you warning.
And gives lay on hands, 5 points of hit points
All
back,
right.
hoping to revive
His eyes
him.
flicker open, and he groans and stands to his feet. And Kella says, "Come over here." And she and Johan, and now the very wounded but still formidable looking, the gargoyle, all take up a defensive position around the rest of the souls in this Junction, this group that we're all here along with you that look absolutely terrified. They look like they're creating a defensive position here.
Are they all coming from the same direction?
I don't know. She looks down at her globe, and she looks down and says, "They seem to be attacking from everywhere." As she does it, you watch as the globe that she has flickers and fades. She says, "Nothing between them and us now, except for you all. And my friends, let us roll initiative."
Oh yeah, someone kicked on the jukebox.
Time to do the one thing you're actually somewhat good at.
The map. This map is each square is 10 feet. All right then, may I please have your initiative rolls, starting with Win.
21.
21 for Win. Jack.
19.
Dusk.
15.
Niall.
16.
And Dawn.
18.
And your warhorse, please. I will roll for them. Do they have a name, Win?
Milady.
Milady. So,
I love
your
that.
warhorse, of course, is actually this direwolf. And as you step out of the junction, getting ready to enter combat, you watch as the two halves of your direwolf, as you described, there is a growl, a deep growl from within the direwolf. You watch as the head actually splits, and both halves of the head form into their own head. One head that looks like a normal wolf, and the other head that looks like this sort of demonic or burned, stretched skin, charred flesh, and then another head that comes out from in between that is just the skull of a large wolf. So you now have a three-headed direwolf that is your mount.
Milady
Seems appropriate.
Cerberus.
Indeed. So I have rolled for that. At the top of the order, we have Win with a 21.
Lumber Ward Horse.
I'm Ward Rider. I'll use half my movement to mount my steed.
Very good.
Question mark there.
And now is the speed that I'm on. I used half my movement, but do I use the mount's movement now?
On the mount's turn, the mount will move, and you move with it. So if you want to use an attack in relation to a move from your mount, you have to hold your attack at this point.
Great. Then I will do that. I will take out my new longsword.
The Nixian longsword.
Wielding it with both hands while my shield floats around me gracefully.
Are you adept at riding? So you're literally just holding on with your legs?
Oh yeah, this
yourself?
mount
Why
and
not?
I have been together for 100 years. Like we're mind melded, and now we're mind melded times 3. So I'll hold an attack. Now, Sean, if I have 2 attacks, can I hold?
Unfortunately, you can only hold the one.
Okay, I'll hold an attack. And I will release it as soon as I'm within range of any enemy.
Very good. It's going to bring us to the bleeding wights. As they begin to make their way towards you, they appear to have a rather decent speed as compared to other undead that you have fought, as they all make their way closer towards the junction. They come towards you a total of 40 feet. One actually gets to Dusk. This one will have to take the dash action to get there, dash action to get there, dash action to come to Win. Win, that will proc your attack. Do you wish to use it on the one to your left or your right?
The one closer to Dusk.
All right, one closer to Dusk. Roll that attack, please.
Back to my new sword.
Spirit Sprinkles for the first attack of the fight.
Come on. I clicked it. There we go.
You got it. You got it.
27 is a hit.
And then-
11 points of damage, I see.
But plus, because I'm assuming that is undead, so
It
plus
does certainly appear to be undead.
1d8, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Mediate.
Give me an extra 6, so
Oh,
17
extra.
damage.
Very good. Anything else?
I think that's all I can do.
Smite.
I'm a smiting, though. It was almost what I could do, but instead at the last moment I went, nah, I'll smite.
All right.
with.
So is that a first level smite?
advantage there, yes, please.
Okay.
What?
And that is. Please remind me of the damage I shot.
So it's going to be 2d8 if it's a first level spell. So smite, because it is undead, it's actually 3d8.
So please add. Oops. Sorry, that was wrong. That was wrong. Take that.
I got it.
Yeah.
I will use one of those 8s as opposed to
Yeah.
both of them.
9, 10, 11, yeah, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Nice.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So, holy mackerel. 21.
27 plus
17,
11 is
38
38 total.
38 points of damage from this. This is one of the bleeding wights that's directly in front of the group comes as they're reaching out with their claws, their mouths open, looking hungrily at the group as they come towards you. The first one that comes into range, you smack with your longsword, and it cuts right through the shoulder blade all the way down to the opposite side of the rib cage, nearly disemboweling it. But it is still up and still a threat. So, with that,
I love
the one that did make it to Dusk is going to attack. Let's see, there's going to be 2 claw attacks as it rips out with both of them. 15 with the first one, which I think is going to be a hit, doing 8 points of slashing damage and 3 points of poison damage.
Okay, hold on a second. How much was that?
8 slashing and 3 poison.
Okay.
As the slash moves across, you feel the burning sensation, the poison that's inherent in its claws, and its second attack is a 7.
Oh, that misses, thankfully.
7 misses. All right, so that is the only one of that group that is able to attack. But the rest advance on the junction, using their dash action to get all around it and begin to look for ways in.
Oh.
All of them are able to reach the junction with their dash. There's the only one that was able to reach the group is the one that attacked Dawn. As they swarm around, there are easily enough for you to be outnumbered 4-1 out here. That is going to be their turn. Brings us to the Warhorse. Warhorse doesn't have to really go anywhere anymore. Win. Did he want it to do anything?
Wow.
Sorry, Warhorse. Your War
Yeah.
Cerberus.
Milady Cerberus.
Yeah.
I can attack. It can
The
attack.
Warhorse can attack indeed. The
Uh,
War Cerberus.
War
War.
Cerberus.
Your
My war mount.
Cerebus.
War mount. So I'll do a hoof attack.
Alrighty.
That's a +6.
Want to roll a d20 for me?
Sure thing. Holy
What do you-
mackerel, that was a critical fail. So it's
So,
not used to having 3 heads yet?
Right. But there's so many coming. Each one of the heads picked a different target. And it just rears up and then comes back down as looks around confused. Indeed.
And then I
3
scream,
heads.
we need to work together, ladies.
That is your War Warg's turn. Brings us to Jack.
All right. What would we say is the diameter of the junction?
Diameter of the junction.
Is it larger? Is it a 30-foot cube?
Bigger than
It is larger than a 30-foot cube.
All right. So then, yeah, and these are all. So these are. Each of these creatures is within. It's 10 feet each square, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm mathing right now. Feet.
I gotcha.
My good
Math
friends.
away.
Yeah, right. So 5. Oh man, I really want to fuck shit up, but I should be better than that. All right, so
No, shut up.
I'm gonna go ahead and right here, Sean,
Mhm.
centered on this individual. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hypnotic Pattern,
Hypnotic pattern. Very good.
which is a 30-foot cube.
30-foot
which I-
cube.
Believe should take out those 5 right there.
You're gonna-
if I'm not- right? Oh,
So,
no. Oh, that's 20
30-foot
feet.
cube.
Oh, hang on a second.
But remember that the
yes,
squares are
each
half
10
as
feet,
big as
right.
they actually are.
So,
right, yeah.
5.
So
10, 20, 30. So that'll get out. That will take care of all that group right there in that corner.
Yeah.
All right. I'm making saving throws for that.
You are making a wisdom saving throw, yes.
All right. What is the DC?
It is 17.
I have one success as the rest see the pattern rise up in front of him and look towards it, waving at it.
Fantastic.
So I'm going to put little icons on the ones that failed.
Love that.
These little yellow dots are the ones that are being affected by your hypnotic pattern. What does it look like, if you don't mind?
So as I go ahead and like, I stand there and I go, oh, fuck this. And so I begin to like create this sort of mirror image as it's sort of like that. And so as you see this sort of stretch of reflection as the light becomes a mirror, and then like it becomes this cube that then sort of enwraps itself around these creatures as they're sort of looking in on themselves, but it has that infinity mirror effect where they're just kind of seeing themselves in a forever pattern. But as they're looking through the forever pattern, they see this giant tawny owl with talons constantly creeping up behind them. So obviously they're undead. It doesn't nerve them as much as it would, but they're constantly trapped in this pursuit by this creature that just seems to be haunting them.
Very cool. They look around these pattern, distracting them as the attack pattern, the attack attitude they have goes a little slack as they stare at the lights being haunted by this owl apparition. You are concentrating on that. Anything else, Jack?
I am concentrating on that. There is a creature right next to me, isn't there?
There is. Her name is Dawn.
Hi.
You've met this creature.
You look delightful. So sorry.
There is indeed one right here.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I want to try to take to the sky to make sure I can try to maintain this this concentration on the spell. As I go ahead and leap into the air, I say, "Do not attack those that I've just confuddled. They are absolutely incapacitated at this moment."
As you take to the sky, the one that is right next to you does reach out and try to grab at you with his claw.
Oh, I love that.
Whoa, that's a natural 20, Jack. I got you.
It is not.
It is not.
Because I am going to use my reaction to cast Silvery Bar.
All right, so
Yes.
Your
Bar.
favorite, seeing Jack in trouble with a
That's
with someone at his throat, I will whistle just with my back teeth and distract it momentarily and make it second guess its swipe.
Is there any spell more hated by demons? I asked. Indeed.
If it's any consolation, I'm going to be useless in this fight.
We'll see about that. I'll make another attack. It
No.
finally happened. I rolled another natural 20.
No!
No.
Prove it.
Not that I'm antagonistic. Prove it. I'll take a picture. and
I'm
post it.
kidding.
You get to give somebody advantage too, Sam.
You still get to give somebody
I will give
advantage.
myself advantage.
I cannot
Yes.
believe that happened, but it did. So
Well, and as a
the
reaction, I'm going to
claw-
use my cutting words.
It doesn't work on nat
Fortunately,
20s.
Natural 20 is going to hit you no matter what. Yep. So sorry.
Wait,
Yep.
20 hits.
Natural 20 hits
You have
no matter what.
You
No
got
matter
it
what.
re-rolled. That was different.
Interesting.
You can't subtract.
So
from
sorry. But so as this bleeding right comes out and claws at you, there is a
What
whistle.
about lucky?
Makes lucky call. Does that require another roll?
Yeah.
That's your rolls.
Yeah, it makes you
I
re-roll
think it only
the
works on
D20.
your rolls.
No, I can go ahead whenever you make an attack roll or when an attack is made against you.
All right,
And I
I'll
have-
re-roll.
Whoa.
I have one left.
If I roll another natural 20, it will
We're
be
just all
a
gonna.
red letter day in my
I'm
life.
just gonna leave. We're just all gonna just stand up and
Yeah,
leave.
just all done.
We'll just show back up in
Alrighty,
that field of gold.
final attempt on this.
Final attempt.
Natural 1. Yes. Oh,
Ballad.
amazing!
Oh.
So this creature reaches out to claw at you. There's a whistle from the side, completely just ignores it, comes towards you, and you have the thought, Jack, to use your spell. You realize it's too close. Its claws too close to your skin. There's no way it's not going to hit you. You close your eyes, and as you open them, you realize that this wight completely tripped on its own feet and just rolled into a tumble and misses you completely as you take to the sky.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Do you? Anyway,
That was-
Jack,
that was
you have cast your
right.
spell. You take to the sky, and
I
anything else?
take the spot.
No, I like that he probably did. Don't hit the ones that I've confuddled. Ah, oh shit! Oh god!
That guy's really clumsy.
Meant to do it the whole time. That's going to bring us to Dawn.
All right. I am going to move 10, 20,
Cannot
30.
believe that happened.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah, I know. I love you, Sean,
That's
so much.
amazing. I mean, you did crit 3
Twice.
times. No,
What?
3
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
Because
3 times.
technically a 1
Oh,
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
crit. It's
It
just
was
not
the
a
wrong
great
kind
crit.
of crit. Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna move there,
Okay.
and then I'm going to grab my holy symbol, look
Okay.
down, and do a prayer, thinking of how scared the people inside look, and just think to my God, let the fear they cause them regret. And I'm going to use Channel Divinity, turn undead.
Of course.
Yes!
And if they're CR1 or lower, they're actually destroyed.
They are not
There's no way.
CR1 or lower.
Damn it.
The
I can get 7 of them though,
7 of them?
because it's
so
30 feet.
30
Yeah.
feet, okay. So
So-
10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10. Yep, 7. All right, so I will roll.
Wisdom saves
The DC is 17?
60.
16.
Why is that against? It says 16. Should it be my spell save DC?
It should
Or
be
is
your
it-
spell save DC.
Then it's 18.
Aha!
It's not updating with my holy symbol.
Alrighty.
So it's 18.
Let's see here. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. It appears that 4 of the 7 that you have just tried to turn have in fact been turned, but 3 of them, believe it or not, rolled high enough to not be turned. So we will say that the 4 that are directly in front of you are turned, and then the 3 that are on the top here were not.
Okay.
As you call forth your holy light and rebuke these creatures. All of you would, of course, know not to attack them, having seen Dawn do this many times.
We've been partying for a while.
And that was my action. So I will then
Indeed.
use my bonus action to summon my spiritual weapon.
Aha!
So I'll just call forth a glowing pink mace that is normally wrapped with purple hyacinths.
Is it wrapped with purple hyacinth now?
It is, however, they're all dead now. They're
Wrapped
all
in dead flowers.
And dead flowers, you can see like the kind of blackened purple from being desiccated and dead for. It looks like they've been for a while.
All right. It appears
And I'm
in
going.
a thunderclap, just black
And I'm going to.
energy rolling off of it.
And I'm gonna swing at this guy, the one closest to me that
Yep.
that succeeded.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Roll your attack, please.
That's a nat 1.
what is
Oh no.
Goes around, comes around, friend.
Well, I say a lot of crits flying around.
A
Don't
lot of
love it.
crits. Crit happens.
Anything else, Don?
That will be my turn.
All right, brings us to Nile.
All right, I am holding my brand new short sword out in front of me, straight ahead, and looking dead in the eyes at the bleeding wight that is standing right in front of me. And I say under my breath, "Well, I haven't handled one of these in a while. Let's see if I'm still any good at it." And my hand starts to shake very, very rapidly until sound waves begin to form around it. And I'm going to cast Booming Blade as I strike the one in front of me.
Good.
And my new short sword, let's see, that's a 27 to hit.
Very nice. You bury this strange black diamond-like blade deep into the center mass of this creature.
All right. Well, that is 12 points of piercing damage, 16 points of sneak attack because it is engaged with another one of my folks, and then 1d8 for being undead, and another 1d8 for booming blade. I rolled a 3 on each of them. So that's 28, 34.
34 to the one directly in front of you, you say. Very good. The blade sticks deep in the creature, looks down. Oh, you're fresh. And reaches out its hands, completely oblivious of the wound in its chest.
I will use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And I will take just a step back away from his outreached hand.
All right. Very good, Niall. That is your turn. Brings us to Dusk.
I'm going to raise the staff, and I'm going to say, "Make yourself useful, Hugo." And I'm going to summon undead.
Behold, I'm summoned! Hops off the top of the staff, and as it does, you watch as the base of it, its pelvis and its legs regenerates. It becomes this bizarre, spindly, desiccated corpse. Stands there gangly with its head tilted to the side. What sort of undead have you created?
Completely free template?
No, I don't think that's how the spell works.
I think it's zombie.
Okay.
Is it just the zombie that you're able to create?
Well, it's supposed to be an undead spirit.
Well, we'll make him a zombie. It fits pretty well with the current thing you have here.
Well, I want his, clavicle to actually be bursting out of his chest with spikes, as well as his ribs, which are opened up.
Oh, God. So just an open rib cage?
And all of the ribs are spikes.
Nice. Just so all of the different bony protrusions.
Yeah, like elbows
and
yes. All of them are sticking out, like the fingers, all the
bones.
I
look amazing!
Yeah, so
I'll roll initiative for
if anyone knows Soul Reaver, he kind of looks like him right now.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Very cool. He begins to hop around, doing little cartwheels, slashing the air with all of its various pointy parts.
I don't know if he fits my vibe.
It's Dusk's turn. What? I can do better. I can be more serious. I will bring.
Talk about the dance macabre.
Brings us to Win.
Back. All right. This little fella that I tried to decimate a moment ago is still standing, yes?
He is indeed still standing.
All right. I will take my new longsword once again. And crit.
Oh my God!
It's glorious.
Why is it?
Fight.
So it's
Two-handed, fewer.
because it rolls a different
Because
dice.
you can still roll low
Yeah.
on a
it rolls a
higher
d10.
die.
But you get to roll the force damage twice.
Okay.
So the
Correct.
d8 you get to roll
Yes.
twice.
2d8, and if you roll a crit, you get to double those die. I mean, roll a
And
smite,
I'm
you get
gonna
to double those.
smite. Yeah. Well, this
Of
guy's almost
course.
dead. I feel like I'd be wasting it.
It's your call.
Yeah, save it.
Okay, so I'll just do the crit 2d8.
Well, no,
so
it's
another 8 damage.
4d8,
16,
right?
17, 18, 19, 20. damage.
20 total. Yeah.
20
Wait,
total to
so-
the one right in front here, right?
The one I hit
Wait,
before.
No, it's 1d8 normally, so she rolled 2d8 because of the crit.
But it's 2d8 because it's undead.
Oh,
So,
No.
what's
So
the-
another
there
one.
is, yeah, the Sunblade does extra damage to undead, but,
No, but
not
so-
this one.
So does the
No, I thought this is her
Black
mixing.
Diamond.
It is her next.
Wrong
Oh right,
one.
of course, it does extra force damage to undead. You're right.
so
Of
That's
course.
the 1d8. That's the 1d8.
Correct.
That she rolled twice. So
Correct.
Yep,
that's 20
2d8.
total.
So I see on the total damage. Would you be so
Got it.
kind, Jesse?
So the 2d8 that would go to undead.
is it still standing?
20.
20 damage. Got it. It is still standing, but it looks quite wounded.
Oh, well then I'll just hit it again and kind of regret I didn't smite it. Die!
Sorry.
No, I
One
didn't
hit,
think
second hit, go for it.
and once again, 19 to hit.
19's a hit.
15
Nice.
damage plus another 7, so
22 total.
Alrighty. You chop into this thing, and it seems quite resilient as you just chop away at it, bits
my
and pieces
God.
falling off of it, falling onto the ground. It appears to be still there, but you can definitely tell it's been wounded, and it's looking at you. Big puddles of dark red ichor are boiling up out of its body and falling down on the ground in front of it, looking at you, getting ready to attack.
I scream
God.
out to everyone, don't take these lightly. They won't go down. And
Shit.
then I'm going to use my action surge,
Okay.
and I'm going to hit him freaking again.
Just
Slash! 25 hit.
25 hits.
And
Why won't
Uh,
you die?
oh, it just got 9 damage that time.
9
and I'm going to
damage?
add my smite. So,
Ha!
oh my gosh, with the ones.
You get
so-
another.
Get another D8 because
an
it's undead.
Thank you. Ah, there we go. 10,
19.
19. Thank you.
This last blow cuts into it, and you see it wobble. It is about to go down. You have one more attack.
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna do
Jeez.
another attack on the same thing.
You got this. You got this. He's
27 to
going
hit,
down.
14
That's a hit.
damage with another 9. Sorry,
what is the,
that should have been a 2 with another 2.
just a 2. Yes, so it's a total of 16 damage.
Yes.
With that, this
Okay.
creature finally falls as you just cut through the shoulder to the rib cage with one hit, cut through an arm with the other, cut down the leg, bring it up, and as you finish it, what does the final blow look like?
At this point, I feel like it just looks like a barely standing mass of red and black goo, and I just take it in the instead of using my longsword as a slashing weapon, which it usually is, I take it and then I put it as a thrusting weapon right through the center of it, rip up and throw it up, and it just sort of rains down into nothingness.
All right. As you do this, the blood, once you did some damage to it, you got to a certain point in its life, the blood that began to well out of it, these final blows all hit it, and blood begins to just spurt out of it, and you cannot help but get some on yourself. So for these last 3 attacks, you take damage
Dang
as
it!
the blood hits you. It's going to be a total of 12 points of poison damage as this blood from this creature falls on your body and seeps into your skin, damaging you
Not
even
for
in its
win,
death.
right?
Wind is immune to disease, not poisons.
Oh.
Unless-
That was my
Okay.
next question. Okay.
I tried.
Thank you.
I tried.
Wynn has finally managed to drop one of these creatures, and
God.
as you look at this mass, you begin to realize the magnitude of the task before you. Do not hold back, friends. The bleeding wights, having made their way to the junction, begin to swarm around it. You see some that are climbing up the walls, up to the roof, others that are looking for a back door, others that are pushing in the front door, trying to break down a makeshift barrier that's been put up there. And then there are those that are around you that are directly in your sight. First of all, the ones that have been turned all make their best effort to run away from Dawn, spending all of their movement to go a total of 80 feet away. So those two run that way. This one is going to also run the same direction, gets a little further. The one that is up to the north is going to run more like this. So that is it for them. The ones that are being affected by hypnotic pattern continue to be so. I do believe that spell endures without a saving throw unless they take
Correct.
damage. Yes.
Unless they take damage or someone jostles them out of it.
So you continue to concentrate on that, holding that group at bay quite effectively.
Nice.
However, there are still several right in the area. How many feet up are you, Jack?
I am. What's my speed? My speed is 30, so I will be 25 feet up in the air.
All right.
Well, how tall is the junction?
Junction is 6 stories high. We think each story is
stories.
about 10 feet. We'll call it 60 feet.
Okay, then I would. Yeah. So I currently can only see sort of the group that's like basically this half that I'm on, right, Sean? Okay.
Yeah. If you've not gone up any
All right.
higher than that, you cannot see over the junction. But you can certainly
Okay,
hear the sounds
I
of
will
these
have gone-
creatures snarling around the
I will have
outskirts.
gone to my full height then, because I'm trying to get up and over to sort of survey all the shit show that's currently happening around us.
All right. You got it.
So I'm 30 feet up in the air.
Okay, then we're going to have these attacks. They're going to be 2 on Dusk, 1 on Win. The one on you, Win, actually moves a bit to your side. As it does, it reaches into its own body and grabs a hold of parts of itself and rips. As it does, there's a huge gout of blood that shoots out of its body and cascades over you, over your War Cerberus, and manages to reach Dusk as well. I'm going to need you two to both make, let's see here, both make dexterity saving throws, please.
8.
An 8 is a failure.
Wait a minute.
You critted.
You got
Nice.
the
Way to
19.
go, Dusk.
Wow.
Very cool. That is going to be that one's action. So let's see. You take a total of 12 points of poison damage. Win, Dusk, you take 6. And your War Cerberus. Would you like to roll a d20 for it, please?
Yes. I will. What am I? 2.
2.
Oh,
It
poor
is
horsey.
going to take all of that damage as well, and I do believe
Outta
I
here.
wore the stats of it.
No,
I know
12.
it's still up, isn't it? It's
still up. Yep.
Yeah.
still barely up.
Not happy. Not happy. But
It's not pretty, but I mean, you know.
How much damage did I say it took?
I would say it looks worse, but I don't think that it has.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much was the damage I said?
12.
12. Wait a minute. I think, yes, your warhorse does die. It has
I
11
have
hit
it at-
points. Does it?
19
Oh,
hit points.
Yeah,
the
19.
warhorse?
Large beast.
Yeah, 19.
Yeah,
Did I put
19.
it in the wrong? I did put it in for the regular horse. It's
Here
far
you go.
more than a regular horse, obviously.
Regular horse is
just
your
a second.
father.
You should go back to your home.
Regular horse is my father. Oh, I love it. So, yes, this blood spurts over Wind, Dusk. So it looks very hurt. It's still up. And then attacks on Dusk. 1 and 2. War Cerberus. All right. So the first bleeding white that is right next to you, Dusk misses with its attacks. But the second one, I do believe, hits with both of them with an 18 and a 16.
Yep.
All right, so
And then I would like, when that's done, I would like to do a reaction.
you got it. So first claw strikes at you, does 6 points of slashing and 3 points of poison. The second grips at you and does 7 points of slashing and 6 points of poison.
Jesus.
As both of these attacks hit you, looks at you, and you can see deep within its deep-set pits of its sockets a little light that begins to glow there, and this, oh, so fresh! I want it! It opens its mouth. As it does, its jaw distends, and it begins to just move its mouth onto your shoulder and sinks it deep within your flesh. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hate it.
Oh my god.
Hate
I
it.
hate it.
12.
12 is a failure, and as he begins to drain, to feast upon you, your hit points are drained. By the way, you are grappled while it is holding on to you this way. And your hit point maximum is drained to the wight's current value. This wight has not taken any damage.
Okay.
As such, your wait, this one? No, this one has taken damage. It drains your blood. However, it currently has higher hit points than you, so you do not take any damage from it.
Nice.
However,
Like, these things
That's
have
terrifying, though.
But
I hate
also,
it.
that's fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
Super bugged
Jesus.
up.
not cool.
On so many levels.
Very good. Yes, so it does feast on you, but there is no effect because this one seems to have be in decent shape. So that is it for
It
the
just
bleeding
had
white.
spice cake.
Yeah.
Extremely lucky. But
Turns out I'm not very hungry for fresh things.
well,
I'm not, yeah,
really, I
Dusk
should
is
be
the
cutting down.
opposite. Yeah.
I should be cutting back.
I had tiefling for breakfast.
And then his next
More or
turn,
less.
he's like, "No, wait, I deserve this." I
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a cheat day.
Okay. So, can I do my reaction?
You can now do your reaction, indeed.
Telekinetic reprisal.
Yes.
They have to make a strength saving roll, and they have to beat. Oh, hold on, I forgot where my math for this is. 8, 16.
A 16. This is a special ability from the Godless
Feat.
Cleric? Feet,
No,
excuse
this
me.
is feat. Yeah, Gift
Gotcha,
of the
all
Gem
right.
Dragon.
Aha. Then, a strength saving for you say. I have rolled a 23 as it
God.
stays
still takes
right
damage.
with you. Straight, okay.
Okay, so. Oops. 5. So that's half of that. 3 or 2?
We always run down, so it'd be 2.
Oh.
Sorry. But it did take the damage.
Yeah.
So that is your reaction. And now we get to the War Cerberus that looks extremely hurt for what has just happened.
Are you gonna finish the whites?
The wights? Oh, that's right. There are 2. There's at least one that is going to go towards you, Dawn. The rest are ignoring the rest of you and are looking for ways to get in. And they will succeed unless you figure out a way to stop them. Dawn, this one does come to attack you.
Working on it.
Claw, a 24 to hit you.
Yeah.
5 points of slashing and 15 points of poison damage. But the second one, I believe, misses with a 9.
That does miss me.
All right. You manage to step out of the way, not wanting to, as it reaches for you, hits you once, and then reaches with the other claw and misses. You watch as it takes the claw that actually does hit you and looks at it, and the blood drips from its claws and just and the blood falls down on your into its mouth, open maw. It occurs to you that it's kind of ironic and unfair that you could still bleed even though you are dead.
Yeah, rude.
Or I should get it could occur to one. It's up to you whether or not it occurs to Dawn. Warhorse now has their turn.
All right.
Look him up, Big C.
Going for.
Sorry, not Warhorse, Cerberus. I'm gonna make a big note for
I
myself.
want to do my trampling charge, but I can't. So we're just gonna go for another. It's technically hooves, but since this is a wolf, we're gonna say paw attack.
Okay.
And here I go rolling that d20. 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
17 does not hit.
Dang it! I thought you said.
Oh,
What?
you tease, Sean.
Sorry.
He's so saucy.
I don't think I'm brave enough to give it an opportunity attack, so that's how we're gonna do.
No.
Nope.
Choose life.
I love it. That
We're
is the
beyond
Warhorse's turn. Brings us to Jack.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get myself. Sean, I'd love to get. Can I get high enough in the air that I can see these assholes?
Yeah, I'd say if
on
you
the
get
backside of
to up to 60 feet, you can see that they appear to be moving along. You can actually see a couple that crest the top of the roof and are looking around, and you watch them as their eyes go towards, or their eye sockets, I should say, go towards the chimney that is sticking up out of the rooftop. A potential way
Fantastic.
in.
I would like to smack these bastards with a synaptic static.
Ooh, you do have to use an action to activate.
Please say that 10 times.
Oh wait,
fast.
no, wait. You don't have the one that does synaptic.
I have
static.
synaptic
You have.
static,
You're
yeah.
actually casting the spell. Aha!
Ooh. Synaptic static, synaptic static, synaptic
Oh,
static.
slap these bastards with synaptic static.
I'm sorry.
That's what you said.
You
You
slap
these bastards with synaptic static. Oh,
Yeah,
that
there
is a
it is.
mouthful.
Sean, sorry, that one white moved. Did it move away from me?
No, it should be with you still.
Okay.
It was like,
I was like-
Apologies.
She was so excited.
I was like, did this thing run? I was like, can I move? Nope.
Well observed. No, it somehow managed to naughty white.
love it.
So where is the synaptic static going down?
So I would love for it to. So I want to put it right. Oh, hang on a second. Let me do the thing. I want to put it right here on a point in between these four.
All
It's a
right.
20-foot radius sphere.
Yes,
So I think it should hit
indeed.
all four of those.
So remember that each one of these squares is 10 feet in size.
That is true. That is very true. You're right. Thou art bold and saucy man. All right. Then.
Why is my synaptic static
Right.
not coming on?
It's a 20-foot radius.
20
It will hit
That's
all
a
four.
40
It's
diameter.
a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind.
Oh, God.
No worries. So I will. Yes. Thank you. I shall cast it new. Lord.
Having trouble bringing out that template, but yes, it will hit all four of them indeed.
So you see Yak just like come up over above it, like his hands sort of form into these owl-like talons as he says, like, "Go back to the shadows," and he just like sends out this wave of like electric purple energy as the energy sort of snaps, and you see this bead of like just malice go, and it like spark jumps between each and every one of their brains as they all try to make this save.
All right, what save am I making? If you be so kind.
It is an intelligence save of 17.
Oh dear,
Good luck.
that's problematic. All right, well, hey, it's only a game.
It's only a game, and they apparently have more hit points than God, so that's fine.
Unsurprisingly, not a single one has succeeded.
So what? All right, love it. So then they
indeed,
each
you all
take
see the
20.
They're
So then
trying
as
desperately to
this
hold
little-
on to the roof, clawing their way towards
As
you.
this little spark jumps from skull to skull to skull, each one of their heads light up like a fucking jack-o'-lantern with this purple glow as they all suddenly become
Awesome.
muddled for a minute.
Yes, they are all muddled. They have to make repeat their saving throws at the end of their turn. What's the damage?
Yes,
please?
and then it is 22 points per creature.
Alrighty.
And then if they each take a d6 and they subtract that number rolled from all of their attacks and ability checks, as well as their
Great
Constitution
spell.
saving. Oh, it's
Constitution saves to
fantastic.
maintain concentrations. They are
to maintain time. Yeah, correct.
not
correct.
likely to be concentrating on anything
Not
other
that
than
any of them are going to be
kicking your
casting
butt.
any spells and attempts, dude. But at the very least, it should limit their ability to be as effective as they would have been.
All right.
So.
Very nice. That's going to bring
So,
us...
and then,
Go ahead.
so you see this thing, Rocket Fire's like, okay, we could really start murdering these things anytime now. And then he's gonna, Jack's gonna look down at the ground and see Dawn and be like, here comes the sun, do-do-do-do, a streaking ball of fire, light 'em up. And then when he sends it to Dawn as a bardic inspiration, D10.
You really did that song?
It's very
It
metal.
was very metal.
The metal version.
The metal version. It's your choice, of course, and it goes towards Dawn, you said?
It does.
Dawn
Who is
is
next in the line.
inspired.
Get yourself a D10 to throw it.
Oh, I like the little heart.
Oh, feel the love.
Well, it seemed appropriate given the song that he sang. That's going to bring us to Dawn.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, did you say those four are starting to climb the building already?
They are already at the top. Well, not.
They're already.
They're moving very quickly. They seem to have a speed that is, or a ability that makes them very capable of climbing.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. My bonus action, I'm going to swing at this one that is near me
With
my spiritual weapon.
very good.
A little bit of twang you put on that.
And I'm going to add my, what is it, a D,
D10.
what's your
D10.
inspiration? Slasher. So that's a 25 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Nice.
For 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
The dark powers of the beetles ringing in your ear. You bring your weapon down upon this bleeding wight.
I go to swing it down, and then I hear Jacques' song, and it misses going down, but then it just like hits it in the jaw, coming back up.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever gets the job done, right?
I'm saying.
And then they're probably
I don't know.
they're more than 30 feet above me right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will. So close to me. I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians on myself.
I love Spirit
All right.
Guardian.
Nice.
Such a great spell.
Alrighty.
So it's,
I'm so excited to see what your Spirit Guardian is now.
15. Yeah, so my Spirit Guardians used to be just like a pink aura around me with like little flashing lights, but now instead it's little terrifyingly, like my phantasmal killer face, just like
Alrighty.
shooting through into like black
So it's one
squinching
giant
faces
face that's
shooting
moving
through.
around?
No, a bunch of little ones.
What a
that are
bunch
just,
of little
like,
faces. Gotcha.
bunch of little faces that are just like screaming out around me.
Alrighty. So, of course, a much smaller area around you here.
Yeah.
Given that it only goes 15 feet, I'm going to say that's a close enough. So your spiritual guardian at the moment is only affecting one of these creatures. And you are concentrating on that. Anything else?
Nope, that is my go.
Gotcha. Niall.
Looking around the outside of the building, is there anything that looks like I can duck behind, that I can slither under?
You see a couple
see
of
some
barrels.
barrels.
Sure. Just because
Right.
it's on this graphic doesn't necessarily mean that it's there, but I would say barrels outside for holding pomegranate berries for Quella's pomegranate ale. Absolutely.
I'm going to slink behind one of them with my bonus action, and I'm going to check the grip on my... I got a 25 on stealth for that, and I'm going to check the grip of my brand new gauntlet, and I'm going to slash at it from around the barrel, attempting to cut the Achilles tendon of this of the bleeding wight that I had already injured.
Very good. Can you ping the one that you're attacking for me?
I believe this is the one who
I think
I've
you're
done
right.
my strike. So this won't be with the +3 short sword. This will be the regular short sword. And that is a 28 to hit.
Indeed. It did not know you were there.
Thank goodness for the advantage. And that is a 24. 6 piercing, 18 sneak.
Alrighty.
And an extra 4. Wait, is that right? The 4 force damage?
4 force
No,
damage
that's
is only
with
if you use the
special weapon.
Nixian blade.
So never mind, just 24 points of slashing.
Very good. That's the end of your turn. All right, that's going to bring us to the zombie that has been named Hugo. What does Hugo do?
The zombie formerly known as Hugo.
Yeah.
I think you should go and have fun.
It begins to slash at the wight that is directly in front of you. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Keeping with what he wants to do. Alrighty. He is going to make a single slam attack. Wow, with a 19, he manages to connect. He does 5 points of, it says bludgeoning, but I think based on your description of how he now has all of these sharp protrusions, we will change that to
Yeah.
slashing damage as he basically jumps onto this bleeding wight and begins to use his elbows and his fingers just to cut into this creature. You see blood welling up from around it. To the point that it would probably hurt Hugo if Hugo was affected by poison. That is Hugo's turn. It's going to bring us to Dusk.
Okay, so I am going to. Oh my gosh, I got this. I'm going to do Divine Wrath. Sorry, pardon. Just a second.
Alrighty.
Yes, I'm going to do Divine Wrath against the one that is currently chomping on me because I wanted to stop chomping on me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to roll. Ooh, 25.
25 as you summon the power of a dead god. Describe what this looks like?
It basically, whenever I call upon this power, there is a light glow from the pendant that I wear, but from within, as if from within my own throat, this wraith appears
Ooh.
with its arms just going crazy. It doesn't have any legs or anything. It just tapers off, and it's with like this hood, and you could just see this like all you can see is the screaming face, but not the actual eyes of it.
Very good. As it comes boiling out of your mouth and it goes towards this wight, it moves through it and around it, slashing at it. You've definitely hit with your 25. Roll your damage.
Oh, 8.
That's 8 points. I believe because of your choices with this Divine Wrath, this is necrotic damage, correct?
Correct.
Does not seem to be as effective as you were hoping.
Okay.
Oh no.
Boo.
You see a little bit of damage, but we're hoping that it would wither and fly down and just disintegrate. However, it is does not appear to be effective. As effective, I should say. So 4 points of damage, not 8. Alrighty. That is going to bring us to the top of the order again with Win. Unless you had a bonus action or any movement you wanted to do, Dusk.
Can I move? I'm grappled, right?
You are indeed grappled.
And remind me, what do I do to get out of my current?
It would be an action to try and grapple, so you use your Divine Wrath and...
Okay. Then I'm stuck in my predicament.
Alrighty. Win!
Alright, I think I was actually undercutting my damage from before. Let's see if I'm right. So we're just gonna go after this little piece of shit right here.
You got it.
And I am going to attempt to hit with my new longsword. Hold on.
Do you not have the Sunblade anymore?
I
18
do,
is a hit,
but
Win.
This is gonna be more damaging right now. An 18 hit, so I am going to smite.
Okay. Well, you
and
did
my
7 points of
smite-
damage.
Yeah, so
And go ahead
7
and
points of
roll
damage,
the
and then-
force damage since this is undead.
Right. And I'm gonna smite at the second level, which is
So
2d8.
that would be a 3d8, but because it is undead, it
It's
is
undead,
4d8.
so 4.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Well, no.
22 plus 7
Oh,
plus 5.
Nice.
Oh, so
34 total.
34 points of damage. You bring your blade down, and there is a pulse of divine energy that roils down your arm and into your blade, and you see it lighting up this creature from within. And as it does, it coughs out a big gob of blood upon you, and you take 7 points of poison damage.
Fine.
I hate that there's no escape from that. That's
Would it be possible to have the tower shield interposed between her and the blood?
Well, that's just my AC.
Unfortunately not. This is
Oh.
something that
Alright.
occurred because she attacked.
Yeah. Because of the cut and inspiration.
Alright, again, same
Yes,
thing.
go for it.
smoosh him.
22 to hit.
Does hit.
Then I'm gonna do 5d8 because I'm doing another level 2 smite.
Another level 2 smite. All right, so roll your d8 for the force damage first for the Nixian blade.
Okay.
So a total of
1,
16 before the smite.
And here comes my smiting. 21
Dang.
more damage.
Nice with the smite damage.
37 total.
37 points of damage as this blade comes down upon it. Once again, it splits in half, and as it does, there is going to be a huge blast of blood that roils up into the air and then comes down, rains down all over you, Win, and you take 6 points of poison from that attack, as that is
And-
one dead eating white.
I'm going to use my second wind
Okay.
to regain some of those hit points. So that's a 1d10 plus 2. So I'm going to get 14 back.
Alrighty. That is the end of your turn, I believe, Win.
Correct.
Very good. Okay.
Wait, where'd he go? He didn't die.
I
did he?
moved them over to the side here just to clear up the
Yeah, he
board
died.
a bit. He died.
You killed him.
Oh yeah, and you
I did
killed
kill him?
You killed
Yeah.
him?
Yeah, you killed him.
Nice.
Real good.
It
The other one
appears
was
the
such a toughie,
when he created the blast of blood that shot over you and Dusk, it appeared that he actually did damage to himself in order to create that blast.
Love it.
Oh.
Bring on the blood, friends. I'll take it.
All right. So, Bleeding White's
No,
turn.
I'm sorry.
next.
I do want to.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Now that it wouldn't take an opportunity attack, I do want to move. But was it my movement or my steed?
It's going to be your you can move when your steed's turn happens.
Thank you.
Steed, there's a good word for it. Conjures up the image of a horse, but in this case it is the Cerberus steed. Jack, you said you used all your movement to get you're basically level with the rooftop.
I am at the height of the roof.
Okay.
Yes.
You are 20 feet away from the edge of the roof, we will say. 20, 10, 20, 30, 40,
I
50.
think it's sort of
What is the
spit on
range
me.
of synaptic static? I suppose that will be
120 feet.
120. Okay, well, you definitely had the range for that. So
That's like
10, 20, 30. We'll say you are 30 feet away from the top. So you're you're level with the roof. You're 30 feet away. The bleeding whites there cannot get to you at all. So they turn their attention away from you back towards the chimney, and they begin to they rip apart part of it, creating a hole, and begin to crawl down into it. Those of you who are close to the front of Junction begin to hear screams and cries for help coming from within, as there is a crack, and you watch as the front door also falls in, as these creatures have made their way into the Junction.
Ping
The ones that are
that are in?
Say again?
Can you ping the ones that just got in?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 at the top here that managed to get in. So these are the 4 at the top are the ones that climbed up and went in through the chimney. The one that is...
The ones that are synaptic static? Or befuddled or something?
The ones that are synaptic static, yes. That doesn't affect their movement.
They have a negative to their abilities.
Negative
but
to
they're
ability.
still able to function.
Got it.
If they're climbing down the chimney, and it's a six
They're
level
more like
structure.
falling down the chimney.
Okay. So then they would take damage from the fall.
And the
Well,
fire?
that's for me to know.
And you'd find out.
That's right. But there are now at least 4 inside. And actually, I suppose the one that is up here that was not a part of that group and was not a part of your hypnotic pattern, Jack, found a way in through a back door.
Okay.
So there are now a total of 5 of these creatures inside.
There are 5 monsters on the inside. All right.
And there are 1, 2, 3 on the outside that are a problem for you all at the moment. The rest, so we've got several that continue to flee thanks to Don's turn undead. We've got quite a few who are under the effects of hypnotic pattern. And we have the one that is grappling you, Dusk. As it is continuing to grapple you, it squeezes with its claws, trying to push into your skin and make more of your blood well up. He is going to make
I don't have
claw.
that much more blood to give.
A 14?
Yeah, it hits.
It hits.
Oh,
My
That
AC is 9.
That brings us to, gives
hang
you
on, hang on.
11 points of slashing and 4 points of poison, for a total of 15 points of damage with that claw attack. Second claw attack is going to also...
Can I have to wait until he does the thing, or can I react after
You
that?
can react now, absolutely.
Yeah, I would like to do telekinetic reprisal again.
Okay.
So
So
strength
it's a
saving
strength
throw.
save.
16.
Alrighty. Strength saving throw 16. I have rolled an 11 as you are able
Yay.
to push this creature away from you. What's the damage?
It's going to be 2d8. 13.
13 points of damage. And he is pushed, I assume.
Yes, 10 feet.
10 feet. Well, unfortunately, all it does is use its movement to run right up to you to make its second attack as
Damn it!
pushed back and more! One more!
No.
You're no longer grappled for a brief moment as it comes up with its second attack, and I do believe it is going to hit you with a 14.
Yep.
And that is going to
I'm probably
definitely
down.
bring you down, Dusk, as you fall to the ground, this bleeding white above you, holding onto you still, and it reaches down, and you can see it continue to feed. Since it has more hit points than you, we're not going to worry about its special ability, but it is, you can almost see it all sucking and licking up the blood that is draining from Dusk.
Gross.
Dusk falls to the ground unconscious, prone and dying. The white that is next to her is going to let's see here. Looks like he's actually going
I
to
am not
reach
hidden.
down to attack Dusk as well. However, the one that is on her pushes him away and says, "Get your own." Looks almost appears to ignore Hugo, not interested in them at all, and makes their way towards Wynn, stepping over the prone form of
Now he's moved.
Yeah.
He will
Yes.
take
Go ahead and roll it,
2d8
please.
from the booming
And
blade.
Hugo will not abide the. Just want to make sure that your undead spirit endures past your unconsciousness. Dusk, can you look that up for me?
Looking at it right now.
He misses regardless. And what was the damage he took from booming blade? 6 points of damage. Comes towards you, Win, and is going to attack you with his claws. First is a 13. Second attack is a natural 20.
Fail.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Do another silvery barbs.
I've got the reaction. I'm taking
All right,
advantage
go
of
for
it.
it.
Oh,
Yes, I will try to whistle a little bit louder this time, and I'll say, "Hey, pick on someone your own competence," and see if that distracts him.
Alrighty. As you are doing this, you watch as the body of Dusk dissipates and vanishes from existence.
Okay, guys, bye.
Stop. Like, oh.
Just
what?
she's completely gone. And
Do you
all you
remember?
see is
This
a
was
fine
discussed.
ash where she once was.
What?
We don't get to roll death saves anymore?
It doesn't even wait till it gets to her turn?
Nope. When she reaches 0 hit points.
Yikes!
Okay, well, I'll be a little more generous with my Leon.
As the next, so the damage once again for the one from Booming Blade. Welcome
6.
to the Black Ballad, friends.
Turns out health does suck. Even if it has no calories.
Claw attack against. Oh wait, so the first one definitely missed. The second one was the natural 20. That's right. I already rolled. So then there was the Silvery Barbs missed
Yes.
with an 11 for this last one. Within, you hear the sounds of screaming as you can only assume what is happening on the inside. The one that is with Dawn here. Dawn, you've just watched your sister. She appears to have been unmade by this bleeding wight. The claw attack.
It has to make a
comes-
wisdom save.
Yes, right, for things. 18 on the wisdom save. Does it succeed?
That is the save, so it takes
Alrighty,
half
so-
of 13.
So a total of 6 points of radiant damage. And its attack is a 13 and a 9.
The 13 hits.
Okay, 13 points of slashing and 7 points of poison damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, it needs to make a dex save
Dex save.
because I'm using my reaction.
Very good. I have rolled a natural 1.
Okay, it takes 18 points of fire damage as I hellish rebuke it with my
Alrighty.
infernal legacy.
18 points of fire damage.
Oh, I rolled
Good.
that twice for some reason. Okay, and then I rolled a 10, which is half, so I succeed.
Correct. You
Yep,
hold on
so
to
I'm
Spirit Guardians. So that is its turn. Both of them missed. That is the end of the Bleeding Wight's turn. Brings us to the Warhorse. Sorry, the War Cerberus.
Wow, what I was going to do doesn't apply, so,
Do you notice that Dusk has fallen, Dawn?
Yeah, Dawn is not great.
Cerberus, Lady Cerberus is gonna just go after, that little piece of shit right in front of her. And here we go. 19 to hit.
A 19 is a hit.
2d6.
Can you ping the one that you're attacking again? The one that just attacked you, I assume?
Yeah. 2d6. 14 damage.
Nice.
14 damage. Good. You're going to take 5 points of poison on that.
Me?
Yeah.
Because of the blood.
Great.
Because of the blood that wells up from within.
I'd rather do it than the horse. What was it? How much?
A 5.
Thank you. And that's all I get to do, I think.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us... There's nothing magic about this warhorse, correct?
It has 3 heads.
Three-headed.
It was.
Its
Well,
attacks
summoned
are not
by magic.
magical, correct? Doesn't see. Yeah, it
It's
wouldn't
got
be.
the power
so-
of
got it.
friendship. So
They're magical to us.
Is it
Yeah.
still up after taking the poison damage from the attack?
You said I took the damage.
This was the horse, the Cerberus that
Yeah.
attacked, right? Sorry, no, it would have been Cerberus that took the damage. Cerberus made the attack, so Cerberus
No,
would have
then
taken the damage.
It's not.
So Milady is Milady destroyed by the poison?
Yes.
All right, so give yourself back those hit points as there is a whine from Milady underneath you, and you have just enough time to regain your feet as the steed disapparates. To be resummoned at a later date, no doubt. That is going to be the end of the Cerberus's turn. Milady's turn brings us to Jack.
I'm gonna look down at the wight that just unalived.
Yes. It's still like
Dusk.
it actually reaches down and puts its claws to the ash as if looking for the no. One more.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on it.
Okay.
So I will need. I'm gonna cast it up at the 2nd level. It's gonna be 15 points of damage, and I need a Wisdom save with a DC of 7.
He has failed with an 8.
Lovely. He must now take his reaction to move as far away from me as possible
Does go 40 feet away.
and take 15 points of damage.
It took the
and
15
fuck
points
off.
of damage. Indeed, has done all of those things. What do you whisper to it?
I sit there and be like, "You will never befall. You will never befall. You will never befall."
Screams in horror and flees. I think Hugo's already taken their reaction, so there is no reaction there. That is Jack's action. Anything else, Jack?
I'm immediately gonna shout down to the group. It's like, 5 of them are inside the building. We have to do something. Also, where the fuck is Dusk? Like,
Back in that corner.
That is Jack's turn. Brings us to Dawn.
Okay. Dawn is going to see that her sister has disappeared, and she is going to just release a blood-curdling scream of pain. And she's going to direct it at the wight that is still near where her sister was, and that is attacking her other friend. 'Cause she just saw the one that killed her sister run off. And I'm going to cast Phantasmal Killer on it.
Ooh.
Nice.
What kind of saving throw?
That's Wisdom.
Wisdom save. And just want to make sure that's not also a concentration spell.
It is also a concentration.
So you are doing that and you are dropping Spirit Guardians,
I think
correct?
that the pain of seeing her sister disappear would cause her to do
Absolutely.
something.
Totally understand.
intense.
I have rolled an 11
so-
on my saving throw.
That is a fail. So it is now frightened of me. And then it gets to make another save on its turn to see if it takes damage. And yeah, that's where my face basically detaches in a spiritual face. And actually, because I'm dropping spiritual gardens, all the tiny faces in my spiritual gardens coalesce into one single face and shoot out from me as I
Oh,
scream.
that's cool. Yes,
Aim at this
absolutely. And indeed, it appears to be affected. You are concentrating now on Phantasmal Killer. Brings us to Nile.
I will look over to Dawn and I'll say, "Take heart, she's not gone. She will manifest. Remember what Johan said." And I will throw my gauntlet through the window and appear inside the house.
Holy crap!
Love it.
Indeed, it smashes
Love it.
through the window, and you watch as it goes out. There is a blast of flame that rises up around Niall and appears like wings and rockets him through the window, and you appear inside. Did you attack anything in particular?
That's just the teleport. Is that the action?
So
is that an action or is that a movement? How does that work?
You have to make an attack or make either at something or someone within. So if you are
okay, then I take it back. I apologize. That sounded so cool. No, I have a different plan.
Fair is fair. I did it to you
make
several
into
times
the
last
house
time.
Wow, I'm learning my magic items. Can I make it into the house?
Yes.
All right, then I will run into the junction, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remember the thing that got the bleeding wights so hungry, and I'm going to cast silent image, and I'm going to create a very lifelike living creature who just beams edible soul, and I'm going to put it in the center where the bleeding wights are, and try to distract it away from the other beings.
Very
in the house.
cool. Does that require a material component?
It doesn't matter. I have a spell.
That's
focus
right. Now that you have your gauntlet, it is a spell focus that allows you to cast it. Unless that spell it has a monetary component, a monetary element, you would need to still have that. Does
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I
does
can't
not,
like
though.
revive somebody because I don't have a diamond worth 300 gold
Correct.
kind of thing.
Exactly that.
Right.
Also,
right.
apparently, people turn to dust.
So, Niall, you go running in. This is going to get a little complicated as we have people on 2 different maps for at least a little while. So let me finish setting that up here. Do you have an action left?
How much movement did it take to get into the building?
We'll say it took 15 feet from where you were.
Oh, all right. Then I will. Where are the 5 that are
Let's
here?
see.
Are they all coming out of the
They
fireplace?
do indeed appear to. 4 of them are coming out of the fireplace, and 1 of them is coming in through a back door. You see Johan and Kella. Let's see here. I'll move the rest of the group onto this interesting. One moment, please. You can see the
Sure.
junction, correct? Niall?
I can see the
Yeah.
junction. Yeah, the inside
Gotcha.
of the junction.
You don't.
yes.
Do you have any more actions you can do? I don't think you do.
I have a bonus action that I can hide, which I will probably do underneath a table. But I'm going to have cast I'm going to cast the silent image in front of the fireplace to draw them to that location and away from the other patrons in the building.
All right. So roll your stealth.
My
Mhm.
stealth. 33.
33. So as you come in, you duck around the side of the door, easily able to duck around there. So that you see the 4 in front of you. They have come out. They are in fact on fire, as they have come out through the fireplace. They come into this place just covered with flame. The souls that are in here scream in horror as Kella and Johan stand ready to protect them as best they can. The other one that has come in is in the far corner in the back here. It has appeared there. So that is it for Niall. We will now return to the rest of the group that are outside. And one moment. Alrighty, So that is going to be no longer Nile out here, but that's going to bring us to Hugo, who comes around over here and is going to get a point of extra because he's flanking, but he still misses with a 10. That is Hugo's turn. Dusk, did you happen to find out whether or not he sticks around after you go unconscious, or wherever you?
So based on what I've seen, it says my understanding is that he does still stay.
Does stay. All right. I will take your word for it. That is going to bring us to win.
It says the creature disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or when the spell ends.
So the spell probably
The
ends when
spell ends when you become incapacitated. So
Oh, okay.
Hugo missed both of his attacks anyway, but yes, Hugo is gone. Everybody watches the creature's legs shrivel up and turn to dust, and he crawls over to the staff that is lying on the ground next to the pile of ash that was Dusk, and grabs a hold of it and basically impales himself upon it once more and goes inert. Win!
Is all her stuff on the ground?
No, just that.
Okay.
Also, did you have a Nixian blade, Dusk?
I grabbed the sickle.
All right, so the sickle is also on the ground.
Did this one take any damage yet?
Yes,
Okay.
he's looking
I'm
very
going-
hurt. In fact,
Great. Then he's about to get more hurt, and
expect
I-
nothing less from a paladin.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep. 21 to hit.
21 is a hit. You do 12 points. Go ahead and roll the force damage.
Mm-hmm.
Your blade comes down, it explodes in a gout of blood, and you are going to take 7 points of poison damage as it is destroyed.
And then I will. Oh, I can't move. So can I save? Probably
Why can't you move?
because I'm
She's on her
Oh,
mount.
I'm not on a steed anymore.
No,
You're
you're
not
not. He gone.
Can I get inside?
You can. However, as you finish your attack, there is a streak of lightning that courses across the sky and lands right in front of the open door of the junction and explodes. The thunderous shockwave creates a dark portal of pulsating purple energy, and you see stepping out of it a female figure cloaked in a black robe. She has a staff, and every bit of her skin is glowing with a deep golden light as she steps forward. She comes into this area, and you watch as she concentrates a moment. The light brightens for a moment and then blasts out of her. And as it does, it reveals the form underneath as the light radiates from her, turning into lances that find all of the creatures that are nearby and utterly annihilate them. In the brief moment that the light has gone off of her body, you see a woman with tan skin and reddish hair that has been pulled up into a bun on the back of her skull, and she has an expression on her face that is absolutely thunderous in its anger. She looks like this.
Cool.
I'm not on that map, so you'll have to show me
will
later.
show you. I can show you now.
I love her. I'm in love.
As she does this, you see flying out of the portal behind her an enormous green-skinned gargoyle with a tremendous wingspan. His wings unfurl as he comes out, and he rises up into the sky and then dives back down, and as he does, he lets out a thunderous roar, and you see that the edges of his wings have been sharpened, and he just moves through a group of the bleeding wights that you have under your control or under your spell, Jack, and just cuts them right off at the waist. They all fall to the ground, blood spurting everywhere, and he begins to fly around the battlefield, chasing down any others that are in the area. And then from behind the two of them, about a dozen warriors come out, armed to the teeth with armor and helmets, each one a different type of animal. You see antlers, you see a boar, you see a bear and a lion, wings of an eagle. They all come charging out and begin to spread around, diving into the junction and making quick work of any of these bleeding wights that they see.
I'd use goblins, but that's fine.
And he looks like this.
He's so green.
I'm also
As each of these individuals
I gotta know what he uses.
spread out, those of you who have been fighting this fight realize that you have succeeded. You have defended Junction, but at a terrible cost. As the fight seems to be winding down, the woman, the light that is suffusing her, begins to dissipate. And she looks to you all and says, "Thank you for helping us deal with this threat." And landing next to her, you see this large gargoyle, and he nods and says, "You have comported yourselves with honor." But before he is able to conclude his statement, there is a terrible rending sound, and it sounds like a dozen canvas sheets have been ripped all at once. Echoes through this area and rolls across the fields. All around you, you begin to see cracks of darkness begin to appear in the very fabric of reality. You see them form across the ground and in the air, seemingly without any purpose, just totally random. There are black shadows that begin to pour from these rifts like a liquid, just pour out and pool on the ground, and these pools begin to move across the ground, spreading like an oil slick. And before you can even begin to process this sight, dozens of more creatures appear on the battlefield. They are unlike anything you've ever seen. They don't look undead. They could be some sort of foul demon or an aberration, perhaps. They have a misshapen flesh that forms up their core, but extending from that, you see arms, some long, some small, some vestigial. There is a center mass that splits apart as a mouth that is actually in the center of this mass of flesh opens. A tongue lolls out, begins to drag around the ground, begins to make its way towards the group, and as it does, it begins to chew. You realize that it's chewing everything. The ground, the very air. You see one actually latch onto the side of Junction and begin to chew on it, as it appears that this battle is only just beginning. We will continue it when we return next time.
Oh my god.
Well, have fun, y'all. I'm just gonna be in whatever, somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. We'll
Back
give
in
you
that
an NPC to play for next session, because as Johan said, indeed, if you drop to 0, if you die here in the Sunless Crossing, you are unmade. You will return, but not for some time.
I would have been more generous with my healing. I thought she would still get death save rolls. I didn't. It was when you
Aura of
died.
Life is useless if it doesn't even wait till it gets to your turn.
Yeah, no kidding.
The makers of the Black Ballad, the amazing people at Storyteller's Forge, asked this single question:
Ooh.
what would happen in a D&D game if death actually mattered? And you can see now that it does.
Boo.
Hope you're still having a good
Mrs.
time.
Yes, very much.
Always.
At any rate, as I mentioned,
just
Storyteller's
like
Forge, the
consequences.
amazing people who are behind this fantastic module that we are currently playing, the Black Ballad. We thank them very much for sponsoring this stream, and for their amazing product. We also thank the band Diamorte and Drake, who is the head of that particular band, for the amazing music that they have written specifically for this module that you've been listening to. I'd like to thank the amazing artist Kai for the artwork that she has done on our characters. Even one for me, the Dungeon Master, hardly ever happens. So very, very appreciative of that. And I would like to invite you all to join the Discord server at Storyteller's Forge. If you do, and mention this stream, Severed Threads, Notes from the Black Ballad, you will be entered into a raffle to win something cool from Storyteller's Forge. If you come to my Discord, Medium Rare, and mention this stream, then you will be entered into a raffle to win a cool set of dice. So come and find us both in Storyteller's Forge and on Medium Rare. I think that's everything. If you enjoyed this and you enjoy this particular brand of D&D, then I hope you will listen to the podcast that I run along with Samus and a bunch of other awesome people called Echoes of Krynn. You can find that at echoesofkrynn.com. And that, I believe, is a wrap.
Shook.
I'm glad.
Also shook.
I would hope that
Ash.
you're shook after that. The very least.
Yeah.
Why
But
did
yes.
it go straight at me?
I'm sorry, Dusk.
That 9
'Cause I
hit 9
walked
AC.
away.
The algorithm
Yeah.
goes after the lowest AC.
Yep. Yep. Single
I'll see you
digit
all next
AC.
time. Join us
Fantastic.
again. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, friends.